And I think the other reason I'm feeling pretty good on this day is the Leafs have snapped a 3-game losing skid. Thank God it did. I did not have my hopes up heading into the third period, and that I lay all of the blame at the feet or the skates of one man, Connor Hellebuck. Think I saw him in my nightmares last night. That was a terrifying performance by him.
Yeah, all that. See, this is like the inner deepest depressed Leafs fan talking right away. Is like, just wait till the playoffs. Can't wait to see Connor in the playoffs. Like, what's he gonna be like in the playoffs? He's gonna be whatever, like 2011 Carey Price.
See, my deep, dark inner Leafs fan was saying, like, you guys aren't even going to be the number one seed. You're going to, like, skid and fall out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
But no, they snap a skid, which really you can put at the feet, again, skates of Thatcher Demko and Connor Hellebuck. It's really the last 4 games have looked very similar for the Leafs, where they have outplayed the other team for the majority of the game in generating more scoring chances, having a good forecheck, limiting most of the scoring chances, and then just having these defensive collapses, a bad giveaway, a failure to step up on the man, and
Austin Matthews scoring a soccer-like own goal.
yeah, just these little mistakes that negate all the other great things they're doing. It's been different players at different times. You had Justin Hall in the Vancouver game tonight, or last night. I felt like it was Travis Dermott, who had a really tough first period with like multiple giveaways, failures to keep it on the blue line. But a good team finds a way to overcome adversity, and that's what the Maple Leafs did last night. And I wanted to start by giving credit to Sheldon Keefe for his shakeups, because they paid off in spades. Zach Hyman, for sure, arguably the best Maple Leaf in the past 4 or 5 games, your boy. Um, Keefe rewards him with a return to the first line, and the Leafs get their first goal off Hyman battling deep, recovering the puck after we turned it over in the offensive zone, keeping the play alive, and sure enough, we find a way to score with Hyman moving it up. I can't I think it I can't quite remember the sequence, but a Brody shot with Marner tucking in the rebound, and that's just something Thornton can't really bring to that first line. That like high energy, aggressive forecheck where you can generate a lot of momentum throwing the body and take risks because you know you have the legs to get back on the back check. And then the third goal came from that third line, which I loved. Hyman, Kerfoot, Mikheyev, but Kerfoot, Mikheyev, Engvall, not at all a bad replacement. Engvall maybe quietly one of the best Leafs also in this recent stretch. Certainly the one who's of that bottom 6 we were talking, like really managed to cement his position. And all 3 contributed on that goal, with Engvall, Hyman like workman like performance, getting the puck back, Kerfoot with a nice pass, and Mikheyev finally finding a little finish. It wasn't a breakaway, so I don't feel like his season-long curse has been broken yet, but he gets a much appreciated 4th goal of the season.
Yeah.
Then the other storyline was Nylander. I don't know. You saw highlights. I don't know if you saw how many scoring chances he had this game, but it was absurd. He could have had a double hat trick if Hellebuck hadn't been on his game.
My dad will still say trade him.
Yeah, yeah. I did want to talk about the second line a little, because the consequence of the shuffling Keefe did was Thornton ends up on the second line, and I gotta say I don't love that combination. I don't think it doesn't seem to me like there's a ton of synergy or potential there. Just that Tavares, to me, the biggest hole in his game is a pretty average skating speed. He's not slow by any means, but he has to be incredibly strong on the puck, incredibly smart with the puck, and have amazing hands, which he did to set up Nylander's only goal of the night. And to me, that Tavares taking on 3 guys and making that assist was the filthiest moment of the game. I know you might feel differently with the Matthews goal. But anyway, Tavares just has to work so hard to make up for the speed he doesn't have. And so Thornton bringing none of that, I think has problems for that line, but maybe give it a few games. Thornton, you don't stay this long in the NHL without being a fairly high level hockey IQ. So maybe they can build some chemistry and make it work in a way that I can't really think of, but that does seem like the downside of Keefe's line arrangements that fell. Simmons must be coming back soon. I think it was late January he got injured, and they said 6 weeks. So yeah, I've kind of rambled a lot. Your thoughts?
Yeah. What it comes down to is this was a good tough stretch for the Leafs where you never want to lose games, but it is like putting a piece of that adversity that we've loved to talk about into their season. Even despite losing 3 in a row, they were probably the better team in the majority of those games, which you cannot complain about because in the end, that's going to bring results. Zach Hyman scored his 8th goal of the season. That would make him the second leading scorer, tied for second leading scorer on the Buffalo Sabres. And Ilya Mikheiv's 4th goal makes him have as many goals as Taylor Hall and Jack Eichel combined. So think about where the team could be and think about where we are now and enjoy the ride because the Leafs are 6 points as their buffer in first place over the Jets. One more game coming up. And like, I don't know, Zach Hyman is going to get paid a ton of money this offseason by someone, or at least that's what everyone keeps telling themselves. But for now, let's enjoy what he's doing on the ice because I love him. He's plug and play. You can put him in any role and he's going to give you that same energy and that same ferocity. Um, and when Mikheyev scored, I screamed like it was another one of those. It feels like every time Mikheyev scores, I scream and scare the crap out of my housemates. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the ride right now with the Leafs. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, to your point, I do really appreciate that. Like I said earlier, this game felt like it was going the same way as all of our past losses. Even you go back to that Calgary series against Riddick, it feels like stellar goaltending has really been the only thing that can put a dent and slow down the Leafs right now. So to have this game going the same way all the games we've been losing have been going, but find a way to win is huge. Uh, and you've got to hope the puck luck just turns in our favor at some point because
Yeah.
even last night it was brutal with that late tie up goal they got. It just
Yeah.
it's so frustrating. You outplay them for this like stretch of minutes and then just up goal, up 2-on-1, up Nick Ehlers is sick. What you gonna do? So
Feel
right
you.
now it's sitting at we've got 2 points, they've got 3 points. So you could have us coming away as long as we get the 2 points. Saturday night, I think we're the winners of this series because, like you said, with that buffer, all we have to do is maintain it.
Yeah.
So anything short of a regulation loss, and I think this series can be considered quasi successful.
Mhm.
But you hope to build off this performance and have a dominant regulation win.
Yeah. Definitely. And I just look forward to watching it Saturday night. It's gonna be a good one. Can't complain. All right.